Hi guys, Joshua Tharby here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about setting up your own limited company. Make sure you watch the full video. It's packed full of tax saving tips and tricks. So, setting up your own limited company can be a terrifying task for many people. Indeed, you might even know if a limited company is the best business structure for you. We've covered that and given you some tips in previous videos, so make sure you do check them out. But before we get started with this video, please make sure you do give this video a big thumbs up and also subscribe with notifications turned on, because we are posting videos 3 times a week. It's fantastic content. And without sounding arrogant, it is almost guaranteed to save you money and make you a better and more tax smart property investor. So in today's video, we're recapping through one of the chapters in the Property Tax Handbook, available on Amazon, bestseller, written by myself, and it basically gives property investors the key information you need to know to maximize your success in property investment and save as much money and as much tax along the way. So we're talking all about limited companies and basically how you go around setting them up. So I've given a few of my tips here essentially. When it comes to set up a limited company, first of all, yeah, you definitely can pay an accountant to do this for you. Typically, they'll charge about £200, £300, maybe more, depending on where you are. So what they'll do for this is they'll get the company name from you, all the information on the shareholders, and then they will prepare the application to incorporate the company. This includes basically putting information on there about the number of shares that you're going to have, the different share classes there might be, all the details in terms of the shareholders and the directors. So it can be a little bit of an onerous task. It probably takes about 20 to 30 minutes of actual processing time. But of course, accountants are going to need to charge a little bit extra because you need to do money laundering checks as the internal admin costs. So that's why, although it costs potentially £10 just to set a company up on Companies House, when you have an accountant do it, they will charge more. But that's enough aside. If you are looking to set one up yourself, how do you go about doing it? So the easiest way to do it is there are several formation agents, Companies Made Simple, First Formations, Companies House. All of these different companies can do it for you at a very, very low cost. You're probably looking at about £10 to £15 in most places. And these are just some of my pointers to bear in mind before just jumping on there and setting them up. So once you've chosen which website you're going to go with, whichever formation agent, you need to have your company name ready. If you Google company name checker, you'll be able to see what names have already been taken, because it's often the case that some of the best ones, the one you probably wanted to use, has already been taken, which means you're going to need to think of a different name. So that's the first thing to think about. The second would be the company's registered office. So always remember that the registered office will be shown publicly on Companies House. So what you'll need to do is either use your accountant's address or a registered office service so that your home address isn't available in Google and people can't just look you up and find out where you live. Secondly, make sure you know what number of shares you're going to be put. So often the best number of shares is the littlest number possible. We've seen it before where people have high numbers of shares. You want to avoid this because what this means is the nominal value per share plus the amount of shares you issue. You need to put this money into the company as paid up share capital. If you don't and it remains unpaid, it might actually impact the dividends you can take at a later date before those shares have to be paid for. Also, make sure the nominal value per share is as low as possible, because again, that's going to impact the amount of money you have to put into the company as share capital. If you look to reduce share capital, it can be very costly to do so later on down the line, so we tend to avoid doing that where possible. So when setting up your company, you're going to be asked what SIC code to use. We've got them down here. So for property investors, you're going to want to use a number of these SIC codes. You can have up to 4 SIC codes, I believe it is, but often the less SIC codes you have, the better. Adding SIC codes doesn't mean you can mix trade and investment. Doing that is generally bad because the tax ramifications for doing so. Fair enough, you can have property flipping, property investment as a SIC code on the same company, but that doesn't stop the negative tax consequences taking place. So the first one is 68100. Buying and selling of own real estate. So this would be where you're typically doing flips or any kind of property trading activity. 68209, other letting and operating of owned or leased real estate. This is the best one for property investors. It's accepted by all mortgage lenders. If you're doing BRR, you'd fall into that as well. Then lastly, we've got 68302, management of real estate on a fee or contract basis. So this tends to apply to rent operators, or occasionally the Tom Sick code might be more beneficial, and also letting agents and estate agents. So that's the main things you need to be considering when it comes to setting up your own limited company. If you're unsure whether a limited company is the best way for you, definitely do watch some other videos and always take professional advice. Of course, if you are setting up a company and you can have different shareholders, different investors, then a normal limited company like the one we've just gone through here might not be the best option for you, because as you've seen in my other videos, when it comes to smart share structures and making sure that you've got different dividend rights on different share classes and voting rights, capital rights, there's a whole host of clever things that can be done from a tax point of view to make your limited company work smarter for you when it comes to saving tax. So don't just rush in and set up a standard limited company, because as soon as you do that, the clock does start ticking, which means confirmation statements, tax returns, accounts need filing. So when it comes to setting up a company, it can usually be done in a day or two. So do not do this until you've got a property deal in the pipeline. If you set one up now and you don't do any deals for 6, 9, 12 months, that's basically 6, 9, 12 months where you're going to have to do accounts, corporation tax, confirmation statements for, and it's going to cost you money. So don't set up a limited company until you are ready to go. As always, I hope you found this video useful. Please make sure you are giving it a big thumbs up, just to show me that people are actually enjoying this content and I'm not talking to myself. And also make sure you subscribe with notifications turned on, because we are posting videos 3 times a week and you do not want to miss out. So for everybody that's watching this video and stuck around to the end, we do have a fantastic offer for you guys today. So you've seen here that setting up a limited company, for people that haven't done it before, it can be a little bit of a minefield, and you probably want some more support, especially where you don't want to pay an accountant to set up for you. You want to keep costs as low as possible. Absolutely, don't worry guys, because we've got you. So not many of you know, but tomorrow is actually my 27th birthday, and to celebrate this fantastic event, we've given some fantastic discounts away on the TaxFlix store, one of which is the pre-launch of the How to Set Up Your Own Business course. This goes live on the 21st of November. And usually this course is going to be over £100, showing you step by step how to set up your own very limited company, what the filing requirements are, common pitfalls that people often make. Really, for everybody who's looking to set up their company, this course will run through exactly how to do it step by step. It's online, you can watch it as many times as you want, stop and start, watch whenever, wherever. Well, it's £108 at the moment, but for everybody that purchases during this birthday promotion, you're going to get it for just £27. Only £27. It's a fantastic price. All you need to use is code BDAY. We're going to put details in the notes below, but use code BDAY at the checkout. Go to bit.ly/taxflix27. All the links are below, and get your space now. Only £27. It's a fantastic offer. Bye for now.